scales, part 1. This is one of a few videos. We're just going to take this nice and steady, which is the best way, and see if we can embed some knowledge here the easiest way possible. So major scales are extremely versatile. I've done another video on this which kind of covers a lot of the uses, which are extensive. So if you're struggling for some inspiration or some motivation, more likely, then you really need to have a little look at that before you get too far into what I'm getting into here. But anyway, okay, so I'm going to start by saying, also make another reference, in fact, to a previous video, which is about the 3 main chord shapes. So E, A, and C, giving us our bar chord forms that we can use all over the neck. So it seems to me the most logical way to think about your scales is to tie into that. So what we're going to look at today is a 1-octave major scale. It's going to be played in 2nd position. Now what that means is a 4-fret area, 1 finger per fret, 4-fret area, starting at the 2nd fret. So 3rd position, 4th position, 5th position, and so on and so forth. This scale, it straddles 2 different shapes, but we're going to, for convenience, call this an A-shaped scale. So we've got a chord of C here, okay, and this scale fits into that framework quite nicely. Now, the best approach with this really is to actually just think about the numbers of the fingers that you're using, because then it's a bit like remembering a telephone number. So to me, this scale is 2-4-1, 2-4-1, 3-4. 2nd finger on the 5th string gives me a C to start with. Now, again, just a little technical thing. Imagine pinching something between your thumb and the tip of your 2nd finger. Well, that something is the neck of the guitar. You want your thumb nice and flat on the back of the neck of the guitar so you can maneuver when you need to. Anyway, okay, so 2nd finger, little finger. Okay, now we've run out of fingers on that string, so therefore when I say 2-4-1, I've got to be moving on to the next string. 1st finger, 2nd finger, little finger. Again, run out of fingers. So 2-4-1, 2-4-1, 3-4. Now when I come back down, I actually don't say any numbers because I'm just reversing what I just did. Okay, now that gives us a 1-octave major scale in C. No open strings, so that's great news. If we move up 2 frets, you'll notice the fingering has stayed the same. 2-4-1, 2-4, 1-3-4, or 2-4-1, 2-4-1, 3-4. But now we've created a D scale, and it corresponds again with our A-shaped D chord. Okay, and we can carry on all the way up the neck, and that's really exactly what you should do to start with. You need to play your scales all over the neck, really. So we can start, let's say, with a B. And so on and so forth. Very important to keep an eye on your picking there. Now, all things being equal, we start with down and up, so our default strategy, if you will, or certainly alternate picking. It can be ups and downs as well. So 2-4-1 is down, up, down. Down, up, 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 down. Now, if you're playing these scales without a pause, this gives us an opportunity to reverse the picking. So that's something else you could look at when you're trying to get used to this scale. So we start here, down, up, 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 down. So you're reversing it. Okay, it's nice to play that up as far as you can go on the neck. Some people talk about, sort of stopping here or stopping here, but so much of the time you could be at quite a dramatic point in a solo and you're up this end of the neck and it's somewhere you're just not familiar with being. So even if you're, it's worth doing that because you're just getting used to the geography of the neck. Okay, now just playing a scale from one end to the other is not really going to be enough to give you the facility to be free with it. If you think about it like a vocabulary, you wouldn't want to say all the words beginning with A and all the words beginning with B, would you? And so on and so forth. What you'd be looking at doing is making up sentences, and for that you need to be able to be spontaneous. To be spontaneous, you need to know the scale. So here's a couple of ideas about things that you could do with that scale in order to improve your dexterity, but also your knowledge and your awareness of the scale. So we could play up on a C scale and down on a D flat, or C sharp if you will, up on a D, and so on. You'll notice I'm just moving up each time. When I get up, let's take it from C. And so on and so forth. So that's the whole scale in one section, if you will. Okay. Now, the next variations I'm going to deal with in a separate video because I think there's already a bit to take in on this one. So that'll probably do for this one, which is our first foray into major scales. And as I say, as regards playing the variations, I'm going to do another video. I'll probably use this scale as an example, just so we can get our heads around the reasons we'd want to do that, the value of doing that, and how that works not only in practice with very notable rock players, jazz players also, but also with classical composers as well. So that's quite a big subject on its own. And for the moment, let's get that scale learned. 2-4-1, 2-4-1, 3-4. Down and up picks, up and down picks. Keep it alternate for the moment. As you get used to these things, you may find yourself sort of sliding across the strings a little bit more, doing all sorts of stuff. But let that develop naturally. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Bye for now, and hit the subscribe button if you could. Thanks a lot.